Wikipedia is a multilingual, web-based, free content encyclopedia project based on an openly editable model. Wikipedia's articles provide links to guide the user to related pages with additional information. Wikipedia is written collaboratively by largely anonymous internet users who write without pay. Anyone with internet access can write and make changes to Wikipedia articles. Users can contribute anonymously under a pseudonym or with their real identity if they choose, though the latter is discouraged for safety reasons.
The Wikipedia community has developed many policies and guidelines to improve the encyclopedia. However, it is not a formal requirement to be familiar with them before contributing. Since its creation in 2001, Wikipedia has grown rapidly into one of the largest reference websites, attracting nearly 68 million visitors monthly as of January 2010. There are more than 91,000 active contributors working on more than 15 million articles in more than 270 languages. As of today, there are 3,239,410 articles in English. Every day, hundreds of thousands of visitors from around the world collectively make tens of thousands of edits and create thousands of new articles to augment the knowledge of the Wikipedia encyclopedia.
Although this is how Wikipedia defines itself, we wanted to further explore people's opinions of the website by interviewing students of the Claremont colleges.
The first question we asked was, can you describe your feelings about Wikipedia in 1 or 2 words?
Convenient and useful.
Some possibilities.
Good. Semi-source.
Wikipedia is awesome.
In a few words, good starting point.
Miracle. Absolute miracle.
The next question we asked was, do you believe that Wikipedia is a reliable source for general knowledge or trivia?
Yes.
Yes, I think it is. I think the information on there is, for the most part, well written, and it can be very interesting.
It has the possibility of having a general, concise source of information for some topics, but once you get into anything that can be even remotely controversial, the fact that you have that many people that can edit the page can render it somewhat useless.
I find, like, here's something I don't know about, like, in class, or hear a term I don't know about, or read about something in the newspaper and I don't know what it is. I love how I can just go on Wikipedia and it puts it there for me just to, learn.
It's helpful for if you need to know something that you don't need to cite.
And our last question was, do you think that Wikipedia is reliable enough to be used for scholarly purposes?
I don't think you should be able to use the scholarly papers. If you're doing a scholarly paper and you're too lazy to find information on something other than Wikipedia, then it's not very scholarly.
I do anyway. I mean, I write down a bunch of other sources, but I don't even look at them. I use Wikipedia. So I think that it should count.
The fact that you can put references on there and you can follow those references, which are generally like actually scholarly articles or from like accredited universities, is a nice jumping off point.
Especially for math and science, I've even been told by math majors on campus that Wikipedia will be your best friend.
Wikipedia does have its flaw in that anybody can like edit it or add to it. And so that kind of questions the validity of it. But I think for the most part, a lot of the stuff on Wikipedia is fairly accurate. It's like, especially about like political things or like math or like science. Like, I think a lot of that kind of stuff is very accurate.